Book summary: The Great Game of Business by Jack Stack and Bo Burlingham. Imagine a game so intense and rewarding that it has the power to transform not only your business, but your life. Welcome to The Great Game of Business. This isn't just any game, it's a strategic playbook penned by the business gurus Jack Stack and Bo Burlingham. They argue that business, at its very heart, is nothing more than a game with its own set of rules, strategies, and outcomes. The book, The Great Game of Business, takes you on a journey through the world of business, transforming the way you perceive it. It's not just about profits and losses, it's about understanding, engaging, and most importantly, playing the game well. So fasten your seatbelts as we're about to delve deep into this intriguing game. We're going to discover how you can revolutionize your business approach and how you can win, not just play, the great game of business. Get ready to delve deep into this fascinating game and discover how it can revolutionize your business approach. Open book management, an intriguing concept, isn't it? Let's unravel this mystery. Imagine a ship cruising through the vast open sea. Every crew member, from the captain to the lowest-ranking sailor, is aware of the ship's destination, its course, and the potential challenges in its path. This is the essence of open book management, a concept introduced in the book, The Great Game of Business, by Jack Stack and Bo Burlingham. In the world of business, this approach is like a breath of fresh air, encouraging transparency and fostering trust. It breaks down the traditional barriers between management and staff, creating an environment where everyone is privy to the company's financial information. It's a bold move, isn't it? Sharing sensitive data with all employees. But here's the thing: knowledge is power. In an open book management system, employees understand the financial impact of their decisions. They see how their actions contribute to the company's growth or decline. It's like playing a game where every move counts and everyone knows the score. This understanding promotes a sense of responsibility, a sense of ownership. Employees are no longer just workers, they become co-players in the grand game of business. Moreover, this approach builds trust. When employees see that management is transparent about the company's financial status, they feel valued and involved. Trust, thus, becomes the foundation of the company culture, fostering a healthy work environment. But it doesn't stop there. Open book management isn't just about sharing numbers, it's about education, about teaching employees to understand these numbers and what they mean for the business. It equips employees with financial literacy, enabling them to make informed decisions, to contribute effectively to the company's success. So, what's the payoff? A workforce that's engaged, motivated, and invested in the company's success. A team that's not just working for a paycheck but playing to win. A business that's not just a workplace but a community of players, striving together towards a common goal. Open book management, a powerful tool that can transform the dynamics of your workplace. Scene script: every game has rules, and so does the great game of business. Let's learn them. In the vast arena of business, one of the fundamental rules is understanding the critical numbers of your company. It's like knowing the lay of the land in a battlefield. It helps you navigate, strategize, and ultimately succeed. These numbers aren't just arbitrary figures, they are the heartbeat of your organization, the pulse that indicates the health of your business. The critical numbers could encompass various aspects depending on your industry and business model. They may include revenue, profit margins, growth rate, or customer satisfaction index. They could also pertain to operational efficiency metrics like inventory turnover ratio or financial ratios like debt to equity ratio. These numbers provide a snapshot of where your company stands and where it needs to go. Understanding these numbers isn't just for the executives in corner offices, it's for everyone in the company. After all, every player on the field needs to know the score, right? When employees understand the critical numbers, they can make more informed decisions, contribute more effectively, and feel more invested in the company's success. It's like giving them a compass in the corporate wilderness. They'll know which direction to head to reach the company's goals. Moreover, when employees grasp the implications of these numbers, they can identify opportunities for improvement and innovation. They can spot trends, foresee challenges, and suggest solutions. They can help drive the company towards its financial goals and strategic objectives. So how do you make this happen? It starts with education. Teach your employees about finance and business. Help them understand how their roles impact the company's numbers. Make it an ongoing conversation, a part of your company's culture. The great game of business isn't just about knowing the rules. It's about understanding them, playing by them, and using them to your advantage. It's about turning every employee into a business person, a stakeholder, a player in their own right. Knowing the numbers, understanding the game, that's the key to winning in business. In a game, the scoreboard is where you see if you're winning or losing. The same applies to business. A company scoreboard, much like a game scoreboard, is a crucial tool in the world of business. It's the atlas guiding our journey, the compass pointing out our direction, and the barometer measuring our progress. Unsurprisingly, every successful business makes use of a scoreboard to keep track of its performance. At its core, the scoreboard is a reflection of the business's health. It encapsulates the company's goals, targets, and key performance indicators, providing a bird's-eye view of the business's standing. It's a real-time, dynamic tool that helps in tracking progress, allowing us to see where we are and how far we've come. But the scoreboard isn't just about tracking, it's a mirror reflecting our strengths and weaknesses. It pinpoints areas of improvement, signifies gaps, and reveals bottlenecks. It's a diagnostic tool that helps us navigate our way through the complex maze of business, making sure we stay on the right path and correct course when necessary. Beyond the practicality of tracking and diagnosing, the scoreboard serves a more profound purpose. It's a motivator, a rallying point for the team. Seeing progress, hitting targets, or even missing them can drive a team to push harder, to strive for more. It's a tangible manifestation of the team's efforts, a testament to their hard work and dedication. The scoreboard is also a tool that fosters transparency and accountability. It's an open book that keeps everyone in the loop, ensuring that everyone understands the goals and where the company stands in achieving them. This clarity engenders trust, boosts morale, and cultivates a sense of ownership among team members. In the end, it's the clear, visible scoreboard that keeps the game of business alive and exciting. It's the heartbeat of the company, the rhythm to which we all dance. It's the pulse that keeps us moving forward, constantly striving to do better, to be better. A clear, visible scoreboard, that's what keeps the game alive and exciting. Scene script, profit, the ultimate goal of any business. But how do we generate it consistently? In The Great Game of Business, authors Jack Stack and Bo Burlingham present a fresh perspective on this age-old question. They suggest a radical shift from the traditional top-down approach. Instead, they advocate for a more inclusive model, one that involves every employee in the profit-making process. Why, you may ask? Because everyone has a stake in the outcome. From the CEO to the janitor, each person's effort contributes to the company's bottom line. So, it's only logical that everyone understands how their work translates into profits. The authors propose a few key strategies to make this happen. Firstly, open book management. This means sharing financial information with all employees, not just the upper management. By doing so, every team member gets a clear picture of the company's financial health and how their actions impact it. Secondly, teaching financial literacy. Now, this doesn't mean turning every employee into an accountant, but it does mean helping them understand basic financial concepts like revenue, expenses, and profit margins. This knowledge empowers them to make decisions that positively affect the company's profitability. Thirdly, creating a culture of ownership. When employees feel like they're part of the business, not just workers, they're more likely to make choices that benefit the company as a whole. Finally, celebrating wins, big or small. This not only motivates the team but also creates a positive feedback loop. When employees see their efforts leading to profits, they're encouraged to keep up the good work. In essence, the art of generating profit lies not just in smart business strategies, but also in fostering a culture of transparency, education, ownership, and celebration. It's about making every employee feel like they're a part of the company's success story. Profit generation, an art that everyone in the company should master. What's a game without a reward? In the great game of business, the reward is a stake in the outcome. Now let's imagine for a moment. You're part of a team and your efforts directly influence the outcome of the game. You're not just on the sidelines, you're in the thick of it. And what's more, you're not just playing for the sake of playing, but you're playing to win. Why? Because you have a stake in the outcome. That's precisely what happens when employees are given a stake in the outcome of the business they work for. It's a powerful motivator, a driving force that pushes individuals to perform at their best. It instills a sense of ownership, a personal investment in the success of the company. When you have a stake in the outcome, you're not just an employee. You become a part owner, a stakeholder. Your actions, your decisions, your ideas, they all contribute to the overall success or failure of the enterprise. You start thinking like an entrepreneur, identifying opportunities and taking calculated risks. It's not just about receiving a paycheck at the end of the month, it's about sharing in the success of the company. It's about reaping the rewards of your hard work and seeing the tangible results of your efforts. This sense of ownership and accountability fosters an environment where everyone pulls together, working towards a common goal. It encourages innovation, fosters dedication, and enhances commitment. It's no longer about clocking in and out. It's about coming together as a team and giving your best each day, every day. In the great game of business, this is the ultimate reward. It's not just about financial gain, but also about personal growth and satisfaction. It's about knowing that you've made a difference, that your efforts have contributed to something bigger. A stake in the outcome, the ultimate reward that drives everyone to give their best. The Great Game of Business, more than just a book, it's a transformational approach to business. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture of what we've discussed so far. The Great Game of Business, penned by Jack Stack and Bo Burlingham, is not just a book filled with business jargon and complicated concepts. No, it's a revolutionary guide that can truly transform the way you manage and operate your business. The power of open book management, the rules of the game, the scoreboard, generating profits, and the ultimate reward of stake in the outcome. These are not just chapters in a book, but rather integral elements of an innovative business strategy. Open book management allows everyone in the business to see and understand the financials, enabling them to contribute meaningfully towards the company's objectives. By knowing the rules of the game, each player, every employee, can make informed decisions and play an active role in the success of the business. The scoreboard is not just a tool for keeping score, it's a visual representation of the company's financial health and a constant reminder of the common goals everyone is working towards. Generating profit, the lifeblood of any business, becomes an art when every player understands the rules and has a stake in the outcome. The game becomes more engaging, more exciting, and ultimately more rewarding. The reward, the stake in the outcome, is not just a bonus check at the end of the year. It's the sense of ownership and pride that comes from contributing to the success of the business. It's the satisfaction that comes from knowing that your efforts have a direct impact on the bottom line. The Great Game of Business is not just about running a business. It's about changing the mindset of everyone involved, creating a culture of ownership, and fostering an environment where everyone is a player, not just an employee. With the Great Game of Business, you're not just running a business, you're changing the game. As we approach the final whistle of the Great Game of Business, let's recap on our journey. We started our exploration with the intriguing game of business. We discovered that business, like any other game, is filled with opportunities and challenges. It's a dynamic environment that demands strategy, agility, and a keen understanding of the rules. We then delved into the power of open book management. We learned that transparency is key in business. By giving employees a clear view of the company's financials, we empower them to contribute meaningfully to the company's success. It's about creating a culture of trust and shared responsibility. Next, we tackled the rules of the game. We realized that understanding the rules gives us a competitive edge. These rules aren't merely regulations, but principles that guide our decision-making process and help us navigate the unpredictable waters of business. Then we explored the scoreboard and the game. We learned that keeping score is crucial. It's not just about profits and losses, but about measuring progress, spotting trends, and making informed decisions. We also dug into the art of generating profit. We discovered that profit isn't the end goal, but the lifeblood that allows a company to grow, innovate, and provide value. It's about creating a sustainable business model that benefits everyone involved. Next, we unveiled the reward, the stake in the outcome. We saw that when employees have a stake in the outcome, they're more motivated to contribute their best. It's about creating a win-win situation, where everyone shares in the success of the business. And finally, we looked at the Great Game of Business as a transformational approach. We learned that this approach is about more than just business tactics. It's a mindset shift that fosters engagement, responsibility, and collective success. The Great Game of Business, a game where everyone can win. Are you ready to play? Key points from the book. 1. Financial literacy for employees. Employees are empowered with financial knowledge, teaching them how to read and interpret financial statements, enabling them to make informed decisions that contribute to the company's success. 2. Ownership mentality. The book advocates for cultivating a sense of ownership among employees, making them feel like stakeholders in the company's success. and aligning individual and team performance with overall financial goals. 3. The great game. Described as a great game, the business is presented as something everyone in the company participates in, encouraging employees to understand the rules and actively contribute to winning through their efforts. 4. Creating a transparent workplace. Transparency is emphasized with the goal of involving employees in goal-setting and decision-making processes, creating an environment of trust and collaboration between management and staff. 5. Improving communication. The book underscores the importance of enhancing communication between management and employees, fostering a culture of open dialogue and communication channels to strengthen collaboration. 6. Financial incentives. Incentive programs tied to the company's financial performance are introduced, motivating employees by sharing profits through bonus structures, aligning individual efforts with overall success. 7. Educational programs. Ongoing educational programs are implemented to enhance employees' business acumen, providing resources for continuous learning about financial matters to further their professional development. 8. Risk management. Employees are involved in understanding and managing business risks, promoting a proactive approach to problem-solving and a shared responsibility for navigating challenges. 9. Aligning goals. The book emphasizes the importance of aligning individual and team goals with the company's overall objectives, creating a sense of purpose and direction for all employees. 10. Case studies and examples. Real-life examples and case studies are presented to illustrate how other companies have successfully implemented open book management principles, offering practical insights and inspiration. 11. Continuous improvement. A culture of continuous improvement is encouraged, focusing on feedback and suggestions from all levels of the organization to foster an environment of ongoing growth and development. 12. Employee engagement. The book advocates for a focus on engaging and motivating employees, recognizing and rewarding their contributions to the company's success to create a positive and energized workplace culture. Thank you for watching and sharing. From Book Summary by P.